Now, I know we're in the final week of MLP month and people don't usually expect me to make 2 extra videos, but at the same time, someone wants to see me make more videos involving Generation 5, kind of like in the Equestria Goers. But at the same time, I have little ideals of when it comes to the ideals of what Generation 5 has, mainly the characters and the environments that it's going to be set in. Since that Generation 5 might be able to have new locations, kind of like Generation 4 did. So just to let you know, it will be a once in a while thing when it comes to me making Generation 5 videos. And this is basically something that this is literally the best that I can come up with when it comes to a Generation 5 video, but I'll get to more on what's going to happen in Generation 5 when we get more information. Anyway, this video is going to be a character's prediction of what the main 6's development is going to be like. The first character I'm going to do is Rainbow Dash. Now we all know that Rainbow Dash is obviously the cool and awesome pony who completely is part of the Wonderbolts and can really take care of awesome things and also sometimes shows off. So I really think that in Generation 5, she might be considered a cool dude, but at the same time, with this being a reboot, she might be becoming be part of a Air Force thing. You know, when you ride a huge airship or whatever you call it on the sky, and then you use it to take down one of your enemies into the sky. I think that's basically what Rainbow Dash is gonna do in the reboot. Unlike completely showing your tests that you're that you're a really amazing flyer when it comes to your obsession to be a Wonderbolt, I think they're going to make Rainbow Dash a more serious and more loyalty character. Even if it takes away most of her awesomeness, it's probably the only way to make this work as a reboot. Now, she could be the same in Generation 4 when it comes to her attitude and tone, but at the same time, I'm really considering of what they're probably going to do with Rainbow Dash's character, since that she's still probably going to have the same material that she has in Generation 4 when it comes to flying and etc. And when it comes to her development in Generation 5, I think that she might be able to prove to everyone that she wants to help so many people around the citizens of Ponyville to show her loyalty. But at the same time, she's really afraid to. It's really kind of a tax to see if she has what it takes to become a true Wonderbolt. I think the Wonderbolts in Generation 5, if there's going to be a Wonderbolts, they're going to have a different gimmick when it comes to Rainbow Dash's plot. And another thing I need to mention is the fact that it could be a possibility that we might be able to see her parents again, because we got to see them in Season 7, and for whatever's going to happen in Generation 5, I guarantee you that we're probably going to see everyone else's parents again. So I think that we're probably going to see some kind of development between Wendy and her husband. Yeah, I forgot about her husband's name, I'm sorry. But my point is that I think that even though that Rainbow Dash might be able to be the same like she was in Generation 4, I think that she might be I think she might be able to take herself seriously when it comes to huge twists involved in becoming a true flyer, since that she is a Pegasus. Well, not Pegasus, a cult who has wings for the most part. I mean, when you look at Rainbow Dash, even though that she is respectful to other characters in Generation 4, Generation 5 needs to be something different about Rainbow Dash's character. I mean, she can keep her cool stuff, but at the same time, we need to at least take away most of the amazing quotes. Because again, Generation 5 has to be a reboot in order to work. And not only that, I think that most of the friendships that involve with the other characters could be less time consuming, considering the fact that she spends most of the time in the skies, more on land. Since Generation 5 isn't going to be about friendship is magic anymore. Since I think the tagline of Generation 5 is going to be much more different when it comes to the environments and characters are getting themselves into. Yeah, it is kind of sad to see of what's going to happen when it comes to characters going away with a different change, but at the same time, I think that it's really the only way for characters like Rainbow Dash and Twilight Sparkle will get some kind of development when it comes to Generation 5. I mean, it's really different to see of what Rainbow Dash is going to do when it comes to the new development in Generation 5. I mean, the designs that we saw as of now, which I think are the designs, but at the same time I don't know if they're true or not. It could be something that I really think that it could easily be the closest to the continuation of Generation 4, but at the same time being more serious, since they're saying that this is going to be geared to adults more than children, which is actually kind of really unbelievable to see, because if we never saw this show at all during this entire time, then I think they're probably going back to making this geared to kids and stuff. So, in my prediction, Rainbow Dash is probably going to be a more serious and almost awesome character when it comes to her development. I mean, I think that she might be able to live in Cloudsdale like the yellow coats are, but at the same time, I think that she's probably going to do something completely different when it comes to her relationships with the other characters. So that's basically all I have when it comes to the character predictions of Rainbow Dash in Generation 5. As for her other friends like Scooter or anything, again, we don't know if they're going to make a return. In these videos, I might be able to make a prediction when it comes to the other characters, since they got some popularity from the show, they might make a return in Generation 5, but at the same time, we don't know if it's going to be the case. It is great to see that we're probably going to see some returning characters in Generation 5, but at the same time, it's way too early to predict. Just keep this in mind, not a lot of characters will return in Generation 5. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, that's basically all I have. Sorry it wasn't long enough, but at the same time, I really don't have a lot of ideas when it comes to the characters and environments in Generation 5. The only thing I can think of is Rainbow Dash. Even if you may agree or disagree with me, Generation 5 is going to be different than Generation 4. Reboots are a reason, even if people really despise it for the right reasons that they wish that Generation 4 would continue. Anyway, if I'm going to make another video about this, I need a lot of time and process of what I need to think about when I say about one of the characters in Generation 5. Just keep that in mind. I'm Lonely Fanboy 4 here, and I'll see you more with Emerald P-Month in the final week.